Hi, so there is a new way to do business in 2025, and that is content creation. Content can scale your business up to the heights you cannot even think of it. But less than 1% of the people know what content they should post that can get the most views. So, in this video, I built an AI automation that monitors your competitors in your niche, in your industry, and it picks up the content that is getting the most views and virality. And it crafts a similar post in your brand voice with your branding and automate your social media. So this automation picks up the content that is already getting your competitors most views in the market. So this is how this automation actually works, and in this video I'll give you a complete walkthrough of this AI automation, and I will put a link in the description box so that you can download it and you can implement for your business. Watch this video till the end because you need to understand the API integration, the intricacies of the automation, and if there is any requirement, there is any help you need, you can always comment down. Now before moving ahead, let me introduce myself. My name is Gaurav Mitawa and I have been building AI agent for more than 1.5 years so far. So without further ado, let's get started. So before moving ahead to the workflow, I have divided the workflow into 5 key components. So let's understand these 5 key components so it will be easy for us to understand the workflow Instagram channel. So the first one is the content scraper. Second is that we will be rewriting the caption that we will be scrapping. Third is that we will be regenerating the images using ChatGPT's Imagine Model API. Fourth one is that we will be setting up a human in the loop. So why we are using the fourth one is when we generate content through AI, there are some chances of doing some errors through AI. So human in the loop is required to monitor the content eventually and to approve the posts, so finally that post can be posted on the social media. And the fifth one is the social media posting module that we will be setting up using Facebook Graph API. Now there are some requirements that we need to know because these are some prerequisites that we need to set up this workflow. So the first one is that as I said, the competitor Instagram channels that we need. Second is that OpenAI's API. You can set up, teach everything into the workflow. Third is that Apify API. Fourth one will be the Facebook Graph API. So this is something we will be using to post the content on our Instagram, Facebook channel. Okay, so I think that's a result of my bunked maths classes. Anyways, so fifth one will be the your brand template or styling. So let's say we will be dividing the content into 3-4 different categories, so you can do as well, and in that you can implement your branding, your logos, or any template that you have, and then the content will be modulated according to the templates. And the sixth one will be the writing tone. So let's say you want to rewrite the caption with your styling, with your brand voice, you can do two as well. Okay, so let's come to the workflow now. So this is the workflow look like, not very terrible, I would say. So this is the trigger, this is a schedule trigger. So as I said in my last video, there are multiple type of trigger we use. So let's say if you want to post on a particular time, then you can use this trigger. Now the first one is that we have set up Apify actor. If you don't know about Apify, what is Apify? So Apify is a kind of a platform that provides us different type of APIs that get us a lot of different type of data, including Facebook posts, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, or any type of data that we want. So how to set up this scraper? So I'm using an Instagram scraper on Apify and I'm using its API here. Now how to do it? Okay, so you come to Apify, and as you come here, you will find this Instagram scraper. Now as you go to this Instagram scraper, you will find try for free, so you don't need to pay for it. It's pretty cheap, I would say, almost free. Now I set try for free. Okay, so as you come here, you will see the API section, so you can generate the API from here. This is the API endpoint, and then you can generate and copy the API from here. Okay, so this is for run for actors. You remember that you need to copy this API, not others. Like this is a run actor, so we will be running the actors. Then there are run actors synchronously, and then get actors, get list of actors. So this is, we are running the API here. Now what you need to do is, as I will be putting the link of this complete workflow, you will be able to download it, so you can just use it directly. You don't need to configure all these things. Now what you need to do is that you need to paste the Instagram channels of your competitors in this flow here. So this is a JSON format, and I have taken these 3 Instagram channels. So remember, you need to have some Instagram channels of your competitors, and then you can use their link and then post it here. Okay, so this is the first step, you need to do it. Then we will be using our wait for AP5 module, because this takes times to get us results. So 5 to 10 seconds this is module is used. And then this is another API call that we are giving to get the result. So we will be getting the results into different caption format or display URL, so which will be having the data of Instagram channels. So here we are getting, owner profile, timestamp, profile pic URL, etc. So we are getting their last 10 posts here. So let's say if you put any Instagram channel here, you will be getting their last 10 recent 10 posts. Now we got the result here, and here we can see the results right now. Now we are splitting the post. So we got lot of data, including their Instagram post, including their Instagram profile picture, captions, or many other data. But we just need their last recent Instagram post, and that is 10, I would say. So we are splitting the Instagram post, caption, and the image of those posts. So here you can see that we have set up a filters that is filtering the captions, comments, likes, and display. Why we are using comments or captions? Because we need to be taking only that content that is getting the most views or either getting the most comments. Now we are using this message model here. So in this model, we are rewriting the captions in our tone. So let's say here we are. So what is the purpose of this module is that we will be choosing only 5 or 6 best or top performing, then we are rewriting their caption in our tone. So you can play with this prompt, and then you can give example of how you write captions. Okay, so as we are here, and then we are in this code module. So in this, we are segregating the top performing content, and we are combining the content with rewriting posts, rewritten captions. Thereafter, we are categorizing the content into 3 different categories. So in this, I have divided the content into these 3 different categories according to the brand requirement that I built for. But you can go with this first one also, and let's say if you want to categorize your content into different type of category. And if you don't have any idea, let me share. So let's say this is the first type of content that this guy wants. So this is the first type of content. So this is the first template that this channel follow to post content on the Instagram channel. So this is the first template that I've used. So I categorize accordingly. Second is this second post, which is, let's say, so this is a second type of content. So let's say this is a post. So this is a format of did you know. So the first one was breaking viral, second was this is a did you know, and third one is a general category. So accordingly, let's say you want to categorize your content into different categories, so you can use this module as well. Now as we are here again, okay, so we are using this module to categorize the content by labeling the content according to the category into number of A, B, C. So let's say we are here now, and as you could see here, that this module is analyzing the sentiment of the content, and then it is giving them labels like A, B, C, and it is about a public figure, artist, or creator, then it will give them the label of A. If the content is about a news or artist collaboration, cinematic, cultural theme, then it will be giving them label B. Or let's say if the content is having an unidentified theme, let's say it could be any general content, then it will be labeling as a C part. Now accordingly, this content will be categorized, and it will be okay. So one important thing here is that we are using ChatGPT's API. So we are using because I have tested multiple image generation model, including Flux, LoRa, Stability, Gemini, Banana, Nano, and even ChatGPT Imagine 1. What I found is, let's say you want to create content that is pretty generalized or coming from different type of Instagram channel, then you can go with ChatGPT Imagine 1, because that's pretty good in terms of all over stability of this model. And let's say if you are scraping content from Instagram channel where there is a characteristics kind of content where a person is there and you want to mimic the person's complete profile, complete look like but in most of the time I found that ChatGPT Imagine 1 is pretty good in all over generating content. Now we are splitting the post here according to the labeling. So the first one is that, as I said, A, B, C. So let's say the content falls into the category of A. Then it will be goes. So after the categorization of the content, you can use any of the template that you want to use. So let's say you want to use a particular type of template. So in this channel, this person, that the brand that I have built for, I am using their template. So this is a type of template you could just see. Okay, so this is the image. So what's happening here is that this image is passing through it, and this image is still here, this image into the form of URL only, but I am using this HTTP request to directly download the image here, and then I'll be using this image with this template. So I have saved the template here. So what you can do is, let's say if you have any template, then you can save it to the Google Drive, and you can configure this module, and you will be using the link, shareable link of that image here in the form of template. So this template will be used. Now I am using the merger part. So this model is merging the both two content into third one. It's into a one module because ChatGPT needs two content in one bundle or one container. So again, I'm using ChatGPT model, Imagine model here. So you can configure it. You can just use same. I'll be putting the link as I said. Okay, so this is the template and this is the content. This is a scrapped content that we have taken from the Instagram channel, and let's see the output. So here is the output that Geo Finance is changing the game with 24 text filling service. Now there are some few things, let's say, because we haven't prompted it well, so you can always craft this content according to your requirements. So let's say I want this content very short. So what I can do is I can iterate with my model. So let's say I'm here right now, and let's do some iteration with the prompting. So here we are. So I'm just giving I just gave some basic prompt, but in the model that you will be downloading, there are fine prompt. Okay, just write one or two liners are desirable. Okay, so let's execute this step again, and then the output will be different. So it is running right now, and let's see how does it generate the result. So the model that the final workflow that you will be downloading, so I'll be putting the prompt in a manner that you won't need to tweak it, but still if you feel so, that you can tweak according to yourself. Understand this model here. So we are giving the image into binary format to this ChatGPT model, but here this model will be giving us the file into base64 model, so it's not directly visible. So we need to convert into the file format so that we can, in the file format is like PNG format or JPG format. So ultimately you will be able to upload it on Google Drive. So image is generated now. Let's see how this image is generated. So as we come here, okay, so it followed the headlines. Geo Finance is changing the game, but still it has written a long text. Okay, so let's tweak it again. Let's go to back. Okay. Sometimes you have to deal lot of with the prompting, because prompting is something that will be giving you the final output in a fine manners. Conversational manner. Now let's execute this step again, and here we are back to canvas, and let's wait for running the model again. So the image is generated again, and let's see how it is generated. Okay, so I think let's wait for execution. So because this is converting the file from base64 to JPG format or PNG format. Okay, so here we are. We could just see GeoFinance is shaking things up with its incredible 24 text filing service. Now you could see the post that was generated used by the competitors. So let's say they were using that post, this type of post. Now you are using this type of post, and here it is. So this is how the post can be created. you can mold or you can prompt this post according to your requirements, and can be done 100% efficiently. So this is how you can transform your social media content designing team, and you don't even need to have a lot of people in your social media as well. Now, so the second part is that let's upload this on Google Drive. So here it is uploaded on Google Drive, and then finally it is added in the edit field. So till now here this is an image, and from the back side we are using the captions, and then we are making a bundle, and then we are saving it into the Google Sheet. So okay, there are some errors. Let me see. So it says that caption is not there, but we can always find out. So we will get captions. So we will be the caption was here. This was the caption, pre-written caption, and here we have set the caption. Now let's execute the step. It's running now, and then it will be added into the sheets. So here we can see the content that is added into the sheet. Still waiting. Okay, GeoFinance is changing the game. Okay, here is the post. Now this is ready to post. So what is the next step? So we are ready with the post. Now this is the first type of category. You can check this category as well. So in this one there will be a different category. In the third one there will be a different category. So you can just post your template or you can delete these two. Okay, so we are done with the post creation. Now it's time to post the content. So as you come here in the sheet, then you need to build this sheet. And how do you do this is you just need to set up this drop downs. So let's say I want to post this content, and there I want to approve this post. So as I approve this post, there will be an API call and trigger point basically, and this will trigger this module. So for now I have scheduled this trigger, but you can always custom this trigger. So you can make this sheet as a trigger point. Now as you approve this post, this will fetch out that the approved posts are there, and as you approve the post there will be a file downloaded, and then it will be post through Facebook Graph API directly on Instagram. So Facebook is owning Instagram, so this is the only API that we can use to post the content on Instagram. Now the question comes in how to set up this Facebook Graph API. So let's come to Facebook Graph API. So you need to sign up for the Meta developer account, Meta Business Developer, Meta Dev account, social technology. So as you are here, you will come on this Meta developer account, then you need to go to my apps. Okay, you need to sign up, and you need to have a Facebook page or one Instagram at least to access this API. Now you could just see I have already done this. So you just need to create an app. How do you do this? Let's say create an app. Then you will be creating one application. Then you can name it like God. Okay, I've done this. Use cases, so you don't need to choose any use cases. You can just come and create a manage apps. No. So these are the different scopes that we will be getting through our API, but you need to choose others. Okay, next, it's pretty easy, not very, like I watched a lot of videos, how to set up this, but they make it very complicated. Facebook and group ads, Messenger, WhatsApp, Instagram using available business API. Okay, this is pretty good. Okay, I created an app now. Okay, so what does it mean by an app? So this is my password. Let's go for submit. Okay, so what does it mean by an app? So this app is something we will be accessing in our Graph API. Okay, so as you come here, you need to set up our Instagram API here. So I have already done this. So what you need to do is you will see Instagram here. You need to click the button setup. As you come here, you will see the app here. So this app has access of your Instagram now. So what is the next step is you need to set up the API, and how do you do this is by going to the tool, and you go to the tool here, access token tool. You will be going for access token debugger. Okay, so this is the token that you have got now. Now this is the API that will be giving you the access to post the content. Now let's debug it. Okay, so you will be here because this API, this token is for a very short period, like for 24 or 48 hours only. So what you need is that you need to debug it and you need to extend the life for 2 months. Okay, so after that you will be able to use it, this token directly to the API. And the another thing is that you will be need to use app ID also. So how to get this one? Okay, so as you debug here, you will be clicking the debugging options, and then okay, so my app ID is here and I'm debugging it. Matching validators, I don't know why it is not debugging. Okay, so you can directly use this one, but it will be for 48 hours. So you need to debug it, and then you will see an option to extend the life for 2 months. Okay, so this is a token that you need to use. This you can copy and you can save it. I have done this already, so I don't need to do this again. And then you need to come again to the back side. Okay, so as you are here, you'll be going back. Okay. So next step is that you need to have the ID also. What ID I'm talking about? Let's see. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so you have this Instagram channel ID. So this is the app ID, and okay, so you need to configure this account. Okay, as I configure, there will be another ID here. It's a long process. So this is an Instagram app ID, but there is an account ID. So what you need to do is you need to take that ID and then you need to come with both. Now this part is in Anita. So you are generated both two things as from here in the Graph API. So you will be able to do this pretty easily. So this is the second most important thing because there are higher chances that you will be doing some error here. Okay, so as you come to the Facebook Graph API, you need to set this up. So this is not a direct API, but this is a container for Graph API. So okay, now the important part is that you will be configuring the image because there is a query we are sending image URL, in that we will be sending the image URL. There is a caption, in that we will be sending caption because these two things are required to post. And then this will be creating a container. In this container, we will be giving the ID of this container to the Graph API here. It's not much tricky, but it's pretty easy. Okay, so how to set up this account? So let's say you go to the account and you will be setting up the account here. So this is how you will be able to set account. And as you come here, so you need to paste that token here. Okay, remember the thing. Now you will be using the token here, and you need to use that ID if you remember. So the ID that I talked about here that you will get here is that you need to paste that ID here in this node. Okay, JSON node. So this node is that you will be using the ID here. So as you use the ID, you don't need to use the JSON node here. You can directly copy the ID here because I have saved the ID previously. So I'm using the JSON node here. Now, as you use that ID here, your account will be configured and your container will be ready. And after that, you post, the content will be posted on your Instagram and Facebook, and you will be able to see on your sheet. So this is how this workflow actually works. Now, there are important things because I am building the most advanced version of it. So this is the version that is totally automated. So there's a human in the loop and you can post the content, it's all on automation by just approving the post. But there is a second version that I am working upon right now, and I will be giving the link of the both two. So you will be able to download any of those two. Okay, so what is in the second version? Now let's come to second version. So here is the second version. So in the second version, what extra is there, that let's say that you have your photos and you don't want to do edits, or you just want to create a post of your photos and you just want to post it. So then I'm building another workflow here. So what it will do is you just need to post content through your Instagram bot. You will be just sending content, uploading content to your Instagram bot. it will take the board, it will take your image, will create a caption, and then it will mold that content into different categories of templates, and it will regenerate the content, and then it will post on Instagram or Facebook. So this is another workflow. This is for social media teams. So let's say if you are a business and you have social media team of multiple people, and then they need to spend a lot of time on creating content on Canva, and then they spend time on iterating on that content. So you just need to use this template, and then you will be able to automate the content directly. So it's pretty simple. It's just that it takes content from manual content from your on Telegram, and then it mold the content and create a post, Instagram and post, and then it posts it on your social media. Okay, so this is all about the social media content automation, and it's not very tricky. It's pretty easy. You just need to understand a few conceptual things about it. Okay, so if you need my help into it, you can always comment me down and I'll be helping you to set up this workflow. And if you need any workflow, if you want me to create any workflow on your requirement or use cases, comment me down and I will be creating the same one. Okay, so this is my channel. You can always follow me here as well. And if you need any help regarding any of the workflow, comment me down directly there. We'll see you in the next video.